Welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the best insights and advice from some of the world's most successful people. And today, we have a real treat for you. Warren Buffett's 10 tips on how to save money fast. These tips from Warren Buffett are sure to be useful, so sit back, relax, and get ready to learn some valuable lessons from one of the world's most successful people. Tip number 1. Never spend money before you have it. The first tip on Warren Buffett's list is never to spend money before you have it. This means avoiding credit card debt, high-interest loans, and other forms of debt that can quickly spiral out of control. Instead, focus on living within your means and saving for big purchases. To implement this tip, start by creating a budget for yourself. Write down all your expenses and income, and ensure you're not overspending more than you're bringing in. If you have a credit card, pay it off in full each month to avoid high-interest charges. Another way to live within your means is to avoid impulse purchases. Before buying something, ask yourself if you really need it, or if it's just something you want now. You can also wait a few days before making a purchase to ensure it's something you want or need. Tip number 2. Invest in yourself. Warren Buffett's second tip for saving money fast is to invest in yourself. This means taking the time and effort to improve your skills, knowledge, and education, which can ultimately lead to better job opportunities and higher income. To implement this tip, start by identifying your strengths and weaknesses. What skills do you need to improve to advance in your career? Do you need to return to school for a higher degree or certification? Or can you invest in courses or training programs to improve your skills? Investing in yourself can also mean taking care of your physical and mental health. This can include getting enough exercise, eating healthy, and relaxing and de-stressing. By taking care of yourself, you can improve your productivity and overall well-being, which can lead to a better job performance and opportunities. In addition to improving your skills and health, investing in yourself can also mean expanding your network. Attend conferences, join industry groups, and connect with professionals in your field. These connections can lead to new job opportunities and collaborations that can help you advance your career. Tip number 3. Avoid unnecessary expenses. Warren Buffett's third tip for saving money fast is to avoid unnecessary expenses. This means cutting back on costs that don't add value to your life, or that you can live without. To put this tip in action, start by closely examining your expenses. Are there any monthly subscriptions or services that you're not using? Can you find a cheaper alternative for a service that you use regularly? Do you need that daily latte from the coffee shop? Cutting back on unnecessary expenses can also mean saving on big-ticket items. Can you negotiate a better deal on your rent or mortgage? Can you find a cheaper phone or internet plan? Are there areas where you can cut back on your grocery bill, such as buying generic brands or meal planning? Another way to avoid unnecessary expenses is to focus on experiences rather than things. Instead of buying the latest gadgets or clothing, invest in ventures to create memories and enrich your life. Tip number 4. Live frugally. Warren Buffett's fourth tip for saving money fast is to live frugally. This means being mindful of your expenses and finding ways to live below your means. To implement this tip, start by identifying areas where you can cut back on expenses. For example, can you carpool or take public transportation to work instead of driving your car? Can you eat out less often and cook at home more? Can you shop for clothes at thrift stores or buy items on sale? Living frugally doesn't mean you have to give up everything you enjoy. Instead, find ways to enjoy things more affordably. For example, instead of going to a fancy restaurant for a date night, you can have a picnic in the park or cook a romantic dinner at home. Another way to live frugally is to prioritize your spending. Focus on the things that truly matter to you, such as your health, education, or experiences, and cut back on things that don't add value to your life. Tip number 5. Set financial goals. Warren Buffett's fifth tip for saving money fast is to set financial goals. Specific, measurable goals can help you stay motivated and focused on your financial success. To put this tip in action, start by identifying your financial goals. Do you want to save for a down payment on a house, pay off your student loans, or create a business? Whatever your goals may be, make sure they are realistic and achievable. Next, create a plan to achieve your goals. Break them into smaller, manageable steps and set deadlines for each step. For example, if your goal is to save for a down payment on a house, you can set a monthly savings goal and track your progress. Tip number 6. Invest for the long term. Warren Buffett's sixth tip for saving money fast is to invest for the long term. While making a quick profit in the stock market or through other investments can be tempting, focusing on long-term investments can lead to tremendous financial success. To implement this tip, start by identifying your long-term financial goals. Do you want to save for retirement or your child's education? Whatever your goals, choose investments that align with your goals and have a long-term outlook. Tip number 7. Practice delayed gratification. Warren Buffett's seventh tip for saving money fast is to practice delayed gratification. Delayed gratification means putting off your immediate wants in favor for long-term goals. To implement this tip, start by identifying your long-term financial goals and the steps you need to take to achieve them. It's important to avoid impulse purchases and think carefully before purchasing. Ask yourself if the purchase aligns with your long-term financial goals and if it's something you truly need or just want. One way to practice delayed gratification is to set up a wish list of items that you want to purchase but don't necessarily need immediately. Then, challenge yourself to wait a certain amount of time before making the purchase, such as 30 days. During that time, you can reevaluate whether the investment is essential and if it aligns with your financial goals. To make it fun and engaging, you can turn delayed gratification into a game by setting up a savings challenge or reward system for reaching certain milestones. For example, if you save a certain amount of money each month for 6 months, you can treat yourself to a special dinner or a vacation. Tip number 8. Shop around and negotiate. Warren Buffett suggests that you should always shop around for the best deals before purchasing. With so many retailers and online stores available, comparing prices and finding the best deal is easy. Buffett advises that you should be bold and negotiate for a better price. Whether you're buying a car, negotiating rent, or shopping for big-ticket items, you can often get a better deal by asking for one. To implement this tip, start by researching and comparing prices across multiple stores and online retailers. You can also use tools like price comparison websites and apps that help you find the best deals. Regarding negotiation, be confident and prepared to make your case for why you deserve a better price. This could involve pointing out flaws or issues with the product, highlighting competitors' fees, or asking for a better deal. To make this tip more exciting and entertaining, you could challenge yourself to haggle for a better price on a big-ticket item, like a car or a significant home repair. You could also make a game out of finding the best deal on everyday purchases, like groceries or household items. Tip number 9. Invest in low-cost index funds. Warren Buffett strongly advocates investing in low-cost index funds instead of individual stocks or actively managed funds. Index funds allow you to diversify your investments and minimize risk while keeping your expenses low. For example, if you invest $10,000 in an index fund that tracks the S&P 500, for the year, the index fund generates a return of 10%. This means your investment is now worth $11,000. If you had invested the $10,000 in an actively managed mutual fund with an expense ratio of 1%, you would have only earned a return of 9%, leaving you with $10,900. For an action plan, research low-cost index funds and compare their expense ratios. Determine how much you want to invest and choose the appropriate funds. Set up a systematic investment plan to contribute regularly to your selected index funds, and monitor your investments and make adjustments as necessary. Tip number 10. Be patient and consistent. One of Warren Buffett's famous sayings is the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. This statement emphasizes the importance of being patient when investing and saving money. It takes time and consistency to build wealth, and it's essential to stay committed to your financial goals. And that's a wrap, folks. We hope you found these 10 tips from Warren Buffett on how to save money helpful and informative. Remember, saving money is not just about cutting back on expenses, but also about making smart choices with your money and investing wisely. By implementing these tips in your daily life, you can start to see significant savings and move towards your financial goals faster than you ever thought possible. So start small, and don't be afraid to change your spending habits. You might be surprised at how much of a difference these simple tips can make in your financial health. Thanks for tuning into our video today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. See you in the next video.